to Talking Under the Tree. I'm Mr. Palmer, your host. We got T.Smallz co-host and the pen man right here.
How's everybody doing?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter.
Happy Resurrection Sunday.
I told y'all this man is so cool. I don't think I ever seen his eyeballs. Have you ever seen it?
No, man. I'm looking at him right now. I'm like, who's that up under me?
Yeah, we're going to have a good time this Easter. We're going to have a little music for y'all. Come on, hit it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! It's such a rush.
Oh, yeah.
Helps to relieve my mind, and it's good forever.
If you woke up this morning, tell God thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Hallelujah.
That's right. You know what? I'm in a good mood right here.
Come on.
I'm in a good mood. We're going to hit him again.
Oh,
Hit him again?
It's old school
One
right
more
here.
time, man.
It's
One
old
more
school right
time,
here.
man.
Y'all ready?
One more time.
Come
Here
on.
we go.
That's it. Oh, yeah.
Come on, jam with us.
I like that.
Let's talk under the tree.
Yeah, we talking under the tree right now. How y'all doing out there in the world? Man, thank y'all for joining us. You know what I mean? Appreciate it. Welcome.
We're going to get straight into it.
All right.
1 second. Mr. Peanut Man, glad you're here.
Thank you.
Mr. Jesse T. Hall Sr. You admired me a little bit because a lot of people are afraid to step out on faith to get a business. So what made you decide to step out on faith and just do it?
Well, when I moved here 5.5 years ago, and I would go into the gas stations down here, I'd see these black kettle pots.
Right.
Two of them. One said plain and one said Cajun, and it was boiled peanuts. And I didn't know anything about no boiled peanuts. I'm from the city.
Right.
You know, I'm from Cleveland. You know nothing about no boiled peanut.
Right.
So I started asking folks, what's up with this? And you know, people were telling me, hey, 2 things you got to be able to do down here: eat boiled peanuts and drink sweet tea. I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden, Daddy popped that light on, and said, hey son, you can do this.
Right.
So I started looking into it. I started buying raw peanuts and boiling them up and asking my friends from Florida, you know, from the South that know what's going on, what I need to do. And then some of my coworkers at work, I started using them as guinea pigs to taste them and tell me what they think. And I got a lot of honest feedback. I told them to be honest.
Right.
Because I can't fix it if I don't know it's broke.
Right.
So they started telling me, okay, this is too hard. It needs to be a little firmer,
Right.
a little softer,
Right.
and whatnot. And here now, almost 2 years, God has blessed me. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun meeting the people. They come out to see me, you know, on the corner, me and my brother. And I just love it. I love it. I enjoy it.
Hold that thought. I'm from the South. He's from the South.
Oh, yeah.
So we already have a misconception that, you know, most folks from up north can't cook. You know. But before you answer that question, I'm gonna give you a little Southern music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then I want you to, you know, hit it. Just groove
Well,
with it. Groove with it.
you know, you got to remember now, a lot of folk up north came from the South.
Right.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
From the slavery days,
Right.
when they were set free and when they escaped,
Yep.
they came up north.
Right.
So that myth is not true.
You know, I kind of figured that. I wasn't going to say nothing, but you know, hey.
Hey, now you'll see them.
Yeah.
We can cook too.
I mean, I've always had the, you know, thinking that y'all can't season food either, people from up north. But it's true to what you said, you know. Y'all came from down south, and I believe it, you know. And I'm happy for you that you know, stepped out on faith because a lot of people are scared to do it.
Right.
You know. Sometimes you have to take that leap. You know. You're not successful unless you fail and get back up. And I do it again. Do you have any like flavors that you're working on, or what all flavors do you have?
At the moment, I have 10 flavors, and I consider myself a gourmet boiled peanut cook.
Hey, y'all hear that? Gourmet. Hey, nobody said gourmet. I ain't heard it yet. Did you hear it yet? Gourmet.
So, what I have my number one seller is garlic chicken. I have Cajun. I have plain. I have roasted. I have pork flavor. I have salt vinegar, lemon pepper, chili lime, beer flavor, teriyaki, ranch, and I'm working on a barbecue flavor right now.
Good. Did you bring any peanuts to the studio so we could sample?
I did not, unfortunately, because of this COVID-19. I haven't been cooking, so I apologize for that.
But happy Easter, bro.
Thank you very much.
Hold on, man.
There you go. Yes, sir.
Do you eat boiled eggs? You from the city?
I do.
Okay, we can eat a boiled egg together.
Yes, sir.
We gonna hold on a minute. We're gonna group these before we gonna, have a celebration. You just don't eat an egg and don't have no music behind it. You gotta have a little romantic music or some good music.
Yeah.
Good. Go ahead and crack that egg. Hold up like a drink. Go ahead and hit that.
Yeah. My bad. Happy Easter.
Yeah. Your hands get a little greasy. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. It's real good, man.
If you didn't eat your own penis, you would have to get kicked out.
Are these mine?
Yeah. Don't do it.
All right.
I want to introduce you to a flavor. You said you was interested in a grilled chicken flavor. Okay. And I told you I had the seasoning for you, and it's also a gift. Okay. So you can take back and do what you need to do. Go in your kitchen or whatever you prepare your peanuts at. I have a year's supply for you.
Oh.
It's all natural ingredients.
Amen.
I'm a man of my word. Okay. So here you go. Right here. Open them up. Here we're gonna spread it out on the table.
Oh, well, thank you.
Right. Just open that top cover off. And, no, I'm sorry. You got okay, cool.
Yeah.
You got a little chill on it, so artificial preservatives. Spread them out, That way you can see
make some room
for you. And you can see what you're working with.
All right.
Right. We're so happy you're here.
Oh!
Hold on. Don't say that now. Say your word. Spread it out right there. Pick your one. Put it on there. That's chicken feet.
Oh, my goodness.
A little care package.
A little care package.
Little care package. Chicken feet. A little care package. There you go. There you go. Right there. A little care package.
But this flavor here is for old people. So you got to cut that toenail off.
Oh.
And if you get fancy, you can cut your teeth.
Oh, boy.
Grab one small baby chain,
Hey man, you gotta grab one and see that. Look at that chicken feet. Look at that, John. We got chicken feet. Look at the nail, man.
Chicken feet flavor.
Look at that. Look at that. Look, colder than
I can't even begin to imagine. When I just throw the whole thing in the pot, huh?
Well, first we have to give homage. Well, homage is due. There's 3 old ladies that was raising these chickens a long time. These been in the freezer for years. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A lady named Miss Weeds, a lady named Phoebe Ann, and a lady named Camilla Palm. They said one day, they was watching you, they said one day you're going to become a grown man, you're going to be the peanut man. They're going to freeze these peanuts in the ass. You got me? I'm shooting these chicken feet. You got me?
I got you.
And when you make these peanuts, you know what I'm saying?
Woo!
Get those sandwich bags, because those old ladies like to suck the juice out the bag. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You teaching me some things.
You know what I'm saying?
Teach old city boy.
Yeah, man.
And get you a can of that Old Glory okra and tomatoes. You're making old gumbo. Peanut, grilled chicken. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like some voodoo tea.
No.
Hey man, hey, that's that down south, that deep south ingredient right there, man. With the chicken big. Oh yeah, man. You gotta pick the nail up out of that thing, man.
Boy. Damn bird.
But I'm proud of you, man. Are you planning on expanding and shipping peanuts anytime in the future?
Well, it's funny you say that. I've had a few of my customers that happened to see me and my brother on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped by and get some peanuts and asked me if I'd be willing to ship, you know, because they from out of town, they just here to see their peeps, and then they going back to wherever they from. And so I'm looking into it. My wife and I, we're looking into it to see if it'll be cost effective, you know, having to pay for the shipping, you know, having the people pay for the shipping and the peanuts and whatnot. So if I get enough people to say yes, they're willing to order the peanuts and have them shipped to them, most certainly, I will be more than happy to do that. You know, I'm down for whatever it needs to be done to get these peanuts across the country.
Since you're a big guy, you know, well groomed, when you get around these old ladies, you know, you have to flirt a little bit. You know, just wink at them. I want to play your song, you know, just in case. You might have a soul throw or something. You know, I want to make sure that everybody knows that, you know, you're willing to do what he just said. That you're willing to do what you need to do.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
Come on, you gotta rock. Come on, old lady. You gotta bump your shoulder right there.
Hey,
These peanuts.
We'll see what my bodyguard is.
Right.
But I'm proud of you, homie. I mean, you did it because what you did, you know, it was just a vision and you made it come real. And I'm very proud of you. Because, you know, the first time I tasted one, I said, nah, I don't know. But you didn't get offended, you know. Some folks will get mad and, you know, want to cuss you out, but you just took the hit on the chin and you kept it moving, you know. And that's what I'm all about.
Right.
You know, we talk a lot of trash on the site, but it's a serious side. I'm all about promoting businesses, all businesses, you know. And you're doing a pretty good job, man.
Appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
You know, all praise God, first and foremost.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You know, he gave me the thought. He the one that popped that light bulb above my head and told me I could do it. And then me and my wife, we just got in that kitchen. Of course, you know, my wife is my main taste tester.
Right.
You know, she helps me out a lot. You know, in the kitchen, telling me what seasonings and things like that.
Right.
You know, she's from South Carolina.
Oh yeah.
South Carolina, Manhattan.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I asked her first, baby, what do you think? How this tastes? Da da da. Then my brother, H-Town in the house, he helps me out. You know, he does barbecue.
Right.
And so, like I say, we usually together. If you by chance you ever on the west side of Jacksonville, we be at 103rd and Tampico, just off of 295. That's where we be on Saturdays. Y'all can come and see us and get a taste of some Southern barbecue and some boiled peanuts.
First time I tried your brother's barbecue, I had, you know, I formed an opinion about him that he couldn't cook either. I thought y'all was twins.
Man.
Hey, let me show you something small. I did this right here.
Oh, you just weighed them all.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, come on, man.
Yeah.
Hey, well, we know now.
Yeah.
We know the truth. Just like he already gave the location, man. Y'all show him some love. And I will be out there personally because I haven't tasted your peanuts other than this, and y'all, I should say, y'all the flavors other than the flavor I'm tasting right now.
Right.
And trust me, I'll be out there.
All right.
I'll be out there.
I'm gonna play a groove. I want everybody to get up and dance because, you know, with this coronavirus going on, you know, get up out your chair, you know, let's do this. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody get up out your chair. I know y'all in quarantine right now. We can't do a whole lot of stuff. We're not gonna cry about what we can't do, but we gonna really celebrate what we can do. You know what I mean? So y'all get on up, man. Enjoy yourself, man. We really appreciate y'all watching our show and everything, man. We talking up under the tree.
That's right. Everything gets talked about under the tree.
Everything.
Anyway, how you liking the site so far?
I like it, man. I'm enjoying it. You know, we got a lot of nice topics that people have contributed and discussed about. It's real good. I've seen it grow just from the few days it's been on Facebook. So I'm impressed and proud of you for getting this kicked off, man. And I want to say thank you for having me on. And you keep doing what you do.
This is my song right here. This song tells me right here.
Come on.
You ready?
Let's do it.
There you go, right here. Let's see what I got. It's me all day, man. It's me.
Yeah.
That's the blues right there.
Shout out to Monk's Corner, South Carolina. That's my home.
There you go.
Y'all see it, man. Charlie, the whole Charlie, man. West side, north side, Monk's Corner, all the facilities, man. Shouts out to Charlie, clothing company, man, for keeping me fresh.
Right. And you got to give a shout out to where you're from. Who did your hat?
A young lady by the name of Cynthia Armour.
Mm-hmm.
She has a business on Facebook called Personalities.
Mm-hmm.
She hooked me up. Did a real good job. Matter of fact, I'm going to be hitting her up again. I need a couple more colors. She does all kind of colors, got all kind of sizes that you can order from. If you want one of my shirts, you can go on my page and you can see hers personalities on there. And whatever you want, if you want one of my t-shirts, if you want something of your own, she can do it for you. Cynthia Armour, Personalities.
Now I have a confession.
Come on.
Now your first business name was D's Nuts, right?
Well, that was talked about.
Let me finish.
Come on.
I wasn't going to call no grown ass man D's Nuts. So when you gave me the business card, I was flipping it like this to make sure that's what it was saying.
Make sure y'all would play tricks
Right.
on
you change some lettering.
No. It wasn't going to never be D's Nuts because well, first of all, that is one of the old school jokes of the century.
Yeah.
And then plus, there's already a lady who has D's Nuts, D-E-E-S.
Right.
Yeah.
So, no. He's nuts for peanuts.
There you go.
That's what's up.
I like that.
We do a little rapping every now and then, and me and you always argue. Nothing but love.
That's it.
That this new rap, I'm sure you're going to agree. I don't know what the hell they saying. Am I right or wrong?
I'm not even a big rap fan.
Right. I like the old rap. So I'm going to play a little clip for him so he can get his mind right. What me and you, what me and you used to.
All right.
Password for adjuster super extender extends up to from our era. Sorry about that. And we're going to play that and go from there. And so he can see, you know, the era that we come from.
I'm old school.
I'm
R&B.
Yeah.
Old Jays.
I'm all that.
Let's see what you got.
I'm going to let you see what I got,
See what
so
you
you
got.
can kind of see
See what you got.
what this is. You know, this came out in 1984. How old were you?
In 84, I was just going in the military. I was 20 years old.
I'm not gonna tell you how old I was.
What did it say? 84.
As I go,
I mean, we under the tree.
embryo.
I probably about 5 years old. There you go, about 5
There
years
you
old.
go.
Hold on, I'm going to give you a trivia question. Do you know what this is?
My DMC, man.
What? Okay, all right.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Music is timeless. Music is timeless.
Okay. I take that back. I'm going to give you one more
Alright.
to see what you're working with.
Oh man, everybody know who this is,
No,
man.
no, hold up. Hold up. Let me finish this song.
I never did get into a lot of rap.
That's how big go ahead.
You want me to tell him?
Yeah.
Big Daddy Kane, man. Everybody, well, I ain't gonna say everybody because, you know.
I didn't. I ain't.
But as our generation.
I ain't ashamed.
His generation, mine, a little bit.
Now you play R&B, then we
I got you something right here.
come on with it.
I got you something right here. And we're gonna play this and be done with it and go from there. Hold on.
Oh man, that ain't even that.
Who's that?
That ain't even going back far enough right there.
The reason why I like this song right here, I was a freshman in college. So in the dome, that's all they played, drinking Thunderbird and orange juice. Everybody was
Thunderbird and orange juice. Man.
There's Thunderbird and orange juice.
That took you back a little bit.
Everybody was broke.
Everybody was broke.
But you know what? I got something for you.
Yeah,
When I play this now, no, hold on.
we are.
Don't flip this table over, okay?
Okay.
When I play this right here, don't flip the table over. All right, here we go.
What you got?
There we go.
Oh! We didn't even have to hear no more. Already. Oh!
I'm out. You got one far enough back for you.
Yes, sir. Even though still, you know, I'm a 60s baby. But Rod himself, yeah.
I tell you what,
And he from Ohio too? Yeah.
when I play this right here, everybody like this. I don't care how old you are. It don't matter.
What you got?
You ready?
Oh yeah, everybody know this.
Frankie Beverly.
Yeah.
This is one of the hottest songs on the radio right now. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah. We just vibing, everybody. We just vibing.
All I need now is a cold beer and we be
Right.
I have a upcoming interview. I don't think I've ever discussed it with y'all, with PTSD or mental health. It's a lot of females that were raped in the military, believe it or not, and a lot of folks, they can't imagine that happens on the base. And in the South, when you grow up, the first thing people say, "Oh, her braid ain't done," or "his braid ain't done. He crazy, she crazy." All they want to do is talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times they can't go to their parents because they don't know how to talk to them. This is a true story. I know a dude. This just happened about 5 months ago. He was raised in the house with his mom and dad. True story. But his dad when he got grown, they had a tainted relationship. 30 years went by. They ain't really had no dealings. His dad passed away about 4 or 5 months ago, and he didn't go to the funeral. Because he said he was going to a funeral, looking at somebody in the funeral home, raised in the house with this dude, and don't even know him. You know what I'm saying? No communication.
Wow.
No nothing. So he was in there just with his dad being funeral. Of course, you know what that's about. And he don't know who he is. And his sister sent him her dad's military artifacts in a box. It took him 4 months to open it back up, to open the box up to go through it.
Right.
So he told me he was basically raised in a house, shut up, do what you're told, don't ask no questions. So when he became a grown man, he don't know who his parents really are, because he don't know them. Right. So that affected him 30 years later. Yes. And but then I'm gonna clear the air up right now. A lot of people think that it's just African Americans that have the mental health. No, it's not. It's a lot of other races. The exact same thing. The story I'm talking about is from a Caucasian male. Yeah, he confided to me about that. Raised in the house with his dad, don't know who he is. He just in the house. No communication, no anything. The moral of the story is for the new fathers coming along, talk to your kids. You have to have that communication. Whether you right or wrong, there's no perfect parent.
That's right.
You don't want to find yourself in a situation like he's my personal friend of mine. You're old, because one day you're gonna get old. My grandmama always told me that. Just keep living. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
right.
doubt.
No doubt. And talk to your kids. When he told me that was a sad situation, you know, he didn't even go to the funeral because he said he would have just been sitting in there, you know, somebody he don't even know, because he was raised like a lot of people are in the South. Shut up, do what you're told, don't ask no questions. You know, I don't know if you're from that era.
Not exactly, man. I'm from an era where, you know, we all pretty much, you know, did family stuff. You know what I mean? You know, barbecues. You know, dad around the house. You know, tripping out. You know what I mean? Still had to do your chores. It was a strict household, but yeah, my era was a little different coming up than, you know, some people's era. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I had a pretty good childhood. You know what I mean?
Amen.
It wasn't all bad. You know, a few hiccups here and there, but it wasn't all bad.
How about you? You was raised more up north.
Yeah, but my parents are from Alabama, so you know. But yeah, mom and dad was. Well, mom was kind of easygoing. Dad was a little more strict. You know, dad didn't have no problem yanking that belt off his hip, popping that behind. You know.
Yeah.
So, you know, do as I say, not as I do.
Right. Old school.
Shout out a lot.
Right.
You know, but hey, I can't complain. He kept me out of jail.
Right.
You heard me? And, you know, I praise God that my kids are doing fine. I got 2 boys, 2 girls, so, and they all ain't in jail, ain't never been to jail or nothing like that, no drama like that, so.
I have a testimony. I'm going to confirm what I say. I believe in leadership starts at the top. I'm just old school like that. I have one son, and even when he went astray, we picked back up like it wasn't nothing, because when I raised him, I put the time in with the communication. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to look at me and say, be afraid to ask me a question or anything like that. I built that foundation. It ain't about money. It ain't about a plate of food. You know, I've always said, a man being more than a man is not giving a child a plate of food or something. He's more than that. You got to put that time in. It ain't about money. It ain't about child support. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when me and him got back together, it wasn't about, we didn't talk in a year or 2. Everything picked up just like that. Yeah, because I already put that communication in him when he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you ever heard stories like that before, anybody in your family dealing with that, but suicide is a big thing right now. You know, just in Jacksonville, people jump off the bridge a lot, you know, and you never know what somebody going through. If, you know, a lot of times want somebody to talk to, but like I said, it goes back to that old time thinking that when you try to talk to somebody, they put out the word on you crazy, you know. Yeah, I don't know if you ever heard that before. Yeah. And then a lot of people don't have no way to go, no way to turn to. It evolves around suicide, you know, bad relationships. And a lot of times people don't know how to cope in relationships because I was raised on some things. We have a lot of old people right now. When I say old people, I mean in their 70s, 80s years old with some mental problems, but they are too ashamed to get help. The first thing they say is, "There ain't nothing wrong with me." If you're still talking about it, something is wrong with you. Now, that's not saying you're crazy, but you need to go to counseling and talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Go ahead.
I mean, in this, you know, being that we grew up, you know, our family, some of our families grew up in generations where, you know, doing it on your own or going to the doctor was something very special to do that. You had old grandmama, great-great-grandmama's remedies that, you know, pretty much got everybody through. And I think that's the reason why, you know, people in general don't go to the doctors and, you know, get themselves checked out, you know, mentally, physically, or whatever, because we grew up on that old, well, we came up under, you know, grandma's old remedy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But now times has changed. Things are a little different now, and you know, I believe people shouldn't be afraid to go get themselves checked out,
Right.
get themselves, you know, evaluated. Whatever you got to do, whatever help you got to get, man. I'm all for that. All for that. What you got to say about it?
Well, I I just feel like, you got to be able to have somebody you can confide in. And if not going to like a doctor, a psychiatrist, or somebody like that, then prayerfully you'll have a pastor. You'll have a church home or somebody at church that you can confide in and talk to and get yourself some help, or just say, hey, what do you think about this? And pray on it, and ask Daddy, if, you could get somebody to come and talk to it and have some background, people in the background, because a lot of the pastors, they help with things of that nature.
Right. And I'm not going to give up on the older generation. Some of the younger generation too now. And when you approach them, they get mad. Yeah. Oh yeah. They really get angry. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Well, anyway, man. Being that we done, talked about different issues or whatever, man. Could you please give the people one more time where your location at to get these famous gourmet peanuts, man? You can give them the location and let them know where they can find you
at the corner of 103rd and Tampico. On Saturdays, most Saturdays, I'll be out there, me and my brother, and we usually get there around 10 o'clock in the morning, and we sit out there until people stop showing up,
I had a vision, let's talk under the tree. That's what everything's talked about. And a lot of people are ashamed to talk about some things, it is what it is. So under the tree, that's where I named it. My grandfather talked to me under the tree a lot about, different things. So feel free, I'm gonna be coming out with an email. If you want us to bring a topic out, we can do that. It's not a problem. And we'd be more than happy to guide you in the right direction. If you need some mental counseling, I'm not a relationship expert, but I'll do my best to guide you to a counselor or whatever the case may be. I don't mind plugging your business, whatever we need to do. I'm all about self-growth, Now, one of my friends who was my college roommate, he has a podcast too. He said, sometimes you need some haters to give you that drive,
Oh, yeah.
He said that, I think about a week ago, Rico Gibson, my college roommate, Claflin University. And when he said that, I thought about it, When you have haters that give you the drive to do what you need to do, Don't pay them any attention. You just keep the train moving.
There you go.
That's one of my sayings that I like to use. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. We all got to, I used to have a friend that I played golf with, and at the end of her text messages, it always said, reach back and pull the next person up with you.
Right.
So I always try to remember that, and for people out there that I know are trying to do things for themselves, like yourself with your podcast, like Cynthia with her t-shirt business, you try to give shout outs to folks like my brother with his barbecue, and do things like that. And it's just a blessing, man. We got to start trying to help one another.
That's right.
We have to, and if I may, I forgot, you can always find me. You go on Facebook, you type in my name, Jesse T. Hall Sr., Jesse, and when you do the senior, put the period on the end of the senior, and you'll find my page for my peanut business.
I wasn't going to go there, but I'm not a type of person to. You talked about the situation, but I received some emails on the same situation that we talked about. This is part of mental health of a child. You got me? There are a lot of grandparents out there, all races. It doesn't matter. You deal with one set of grandkids right here, but the other set you don't deal with at all. And that's mental health on a child. So when the child grows up, they wonder why this person don't like them. It starts at a young age. Yeah. One set of grandparents one set of grandkids always get gifts. The other set of grants is never get nothing. All that's mental health. Mental health is a wide range. It could be mental health on the job, anything. It doesn't matter. It can be road rage. You go into cardiac arrest. You know. Matter of fact, are you a victim of road rage?
No.
Okay.
I was never a victim of road rage. You know, maybe I don't know. There's a lot of weird people out there, man.
I mean, I may have made other people mad, but you know, when I'm driving my truck,
yeah. I've been number one a lot of times.
so,
Yeah, I've been number one, man.
you know, but I ain't, you know, gotten upset with somebody and went to chasing them and trying to, you know, run into them and things like that. No.
So you're ticket free.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But that's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
Well, we had a good time today. It's a blessing. When men can come together and do what they gotta do. What you know about that?
Let's just say, all right.
I'm Mr. Palmer, this is T.Smallz, and this is
T.Smallz.
JT Paul, and we had a good time. Let's talk under the tree, and we're gonna be back. You can email me, but I'll be coming out with that email real soon. We love everybody for the support. I never thought this thing would take off like this. God has given me a life that I could ever imagine, and I am blessed. You know, and I'm happy.
Y'all know me, T.Smallz. I appreciate y'all coming out. I appreciate y'all watching us and showing us this much love. Let's keep up the topic. Let's keep it going. And let's keep talking up under the tree.
Thank y'all. Again, happy Resurrection Sunday. Please look us up. Come on down to Tampico and 103rd. We'll see you soon. Peace. God bless.
Hold on a minute. You're not gonna snack on these on the way home?
No. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You got 3 old ladies that say that make, and they y'all out of it. Come on.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Peace. We love y'all.
Love y'all.
And take it easy.
Holla.
Holla.